What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Trustless Treasures Show, where we talk about all things crypto, NFT, blockchain, anything in general in the Web3 space. Today, we're going to be talking about the Otherside Metaverse. It's a new update where we got a brief glimpse into what the metaverse might look like, or at least the look and feel, where we just got wrapping up with the load test. So first, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what the Otherside Metaverse is if you're not familiar. So if you want to jump straight to the demo, hop to this timestamp over here. But guys, the Otherside is a metaverse project in progress right now, built by Yuga Labs. If you're not familiar with Yuga Labs, they own the Bored Ape Yacht Club, the Mutant Ape Yacht Club, etc. All the things in that ecosystem, also CryptoPunk owners as well. But this is their first dabble in the metaverse. So a couple months back, they did have their initial land mint of 100,000 land plots in the Otherside metaverse. Mint price was roughly around 4,000 if you go back and look at ETH price, but there was also a tremendous gas price associated as it was dropped on Ethereum and created insane gas wars. But if you were one of the original Bored Ape holders, you did get an airdrop plot of land in the Otherside. All right, so let's talk a little bit about where the Otherside is today. So current floor price is 2.85 ETH, which is roughly, let's see here, my public math is not great. Roughly $3,500. So as you can see, just under 500 below retail if we go with that roughly 4K figure. But let's look a little bit about around the activity. I was able to pick mine up not too long ago for right at $2,500. So it has been hanging around that 2 to 3 ETH floor for the past couple months now, as there's a lot of speculation around what this metaverse will even look like. There's a lot of traits and sentiments, environments that all go into the pricing of these. And the big thing is they haven't released many details on what any of this stuff means. So I kind of actually like that. I prefer that they leave it up to speculation and let people kind of speculate on their own and go out here and look at these. A part of the Otherside will also include something called a coda that has a much higher floor for the plots of lands that have a coda on them. These are only 10,000 plots that do have this. There's a lot of speculation that the codas will become their own project. They'll kind of be able to see sold separately from the land. But let's look at the floor price for a coda is 24K or 19 ETH, almost 20 ETH at this point. When things dropped and got ugly for Ethereum, you were able to pick one of these up for just at 13,000 USD. I'm kind of kicking myself for not doing that at the moment. But the codas are a big factor. But again, lots of speculation around what they'll even do in the Otherside. All right, so the Otherside Meta does have its own Twitter page. I advise you to go out and follow them. And while you're there, if you don't follow me at Trustless Treasures, I would appreciate that. One other thing I want to mention on the Otherside here, if we hit this Explore tab, the whole premise of the Otherside is the swamp. So this is kind of a swampland, if you will, and each one of these is a plot of land that you can then zoom down into. They kind of call this Party Island or Celebrity Island in here. Where's my mouse at? You can actually click on these plots of lands, but I think it's plot 0 to roughly 500, maybe 400 live on this little island here. But the Bored Ape holders got the first, their plot of land actually matches their Bored Ape. So since there was only 10,000 Bored Apes, they have the top 10,000 plots of land. So roughly in this inner circle here. So lots of speculation on where you are on the map, also correlating to the value here. Obviously, nothing has been said specifically yet, but if you go explore OpenSea, you will find as you get closer to the center, there are different sediments that are throughout the swamp. And when you get closer to the center, the value does increase there. I was able to pick mine up right outside the loop here. I think right around the 11K mark for both of my plots, and they're both facing the water. So again, I don't know what that means, but if I was going to live in a swamp, I'd want to be in the water or close to the water, beachfront, if you will, and not landlocked. So again, lots of speculation on my part as well, but wanted to chat today about the load test and really the first vision into what this could look like. Again, the first trip to the other side is scheduled for the middle of July, so we're getting ready for that, but wanted to shot a quick video as I was a part of this load test. It took me a couple minutes to get in and kind of screwed up my video, but was able to get some footage, so I'm going to play this as we're going. So they don't really envision this to be what it looks like at all, but really they wanted to load the servers up and see how it reacted with, if you'll notice up in the right hand corner here, this were the number of people on the server actually interacting with each other, and this guy in the center was giving us different commands to do to really put a load and test out how the server would react to that. I don't know what that guy was doing up there. But essentially they told us to run around, jump around, do different things in here, but just thought it was cool to kind of see this many people all doing their own thing inside of this space. There's been lots of talk around Metaverse, but don't think anyone has kind of seen that come to play yet. And this is likely, at least in my perspective, has been the most hyped Metaverse project this year in 2022. So excited to see how things continue to play out. One of the cool things here that I've never even seen before was something they call spatial audio. So what that means is you could literally walk up to someone. I wasn't able to get a good video of it here. Check out my guy getting this groove on with the guitar. You could walk up to someone and start talking, and as you got closer, that voice became louder in your ear. So in theory, you could have went up and had a conversation with a person on here, and that wouldn't overpower the other players because it is spatial. So as you got further away from that person, you wouldn't be able to hear them just like it is in real life. So I think that's something that will be really cool as we start to see more about how the metaverse shakes out and how we'll be able to interact with other players out there once we are able to join the other side. So I'm going to skim through here and see anything else specifically I wanted to chat about. They do have this thing called the emotes, where you can hit a button here and click different things for your guy to do. Nothing too special there. Hopping up here on this thing, and it's just crazy to see the number. It's easy to just throw a number out, but to actually see 2,500 people hopping around, running around in this space was pretty cool. So again, more speculation on how the land will come into play here. Can anyone just come in here and hop around, or do you have to be a landowner to hang out in the other side? More to come there. Let's see here again. I think that's it here. Yeah, I think I did get to have a conversation here, but nothing crazy came through on the video, so nothing to show there. So guys, I think that's it for today. Just wanted to share a little bit if you weren't able to get in, to kind of see how the load test went, what kind of vision they had, and kind of how that all relates. So I'll keep you guys posted, and hopefully I can get into the first journey into the other side on the 16th, and I'll be able to share more about that with you guys. And hopefully we can speculate a little harder or have more facts to be able to predict what this truly will look like when we are able to go out there. But guys, if you got any value out of this, a like or subscribe would be greatly appreciated. Comment below if I missed something, or if you have other thoughts or a different perspective, would love to hear that as well. But thanks for watching the Trustless Treasures show, and we'll catch you next time.